morning, guys. Let me get set up here. All right, let's see who's here. Who's in here today? What's going on? We got 40 people in here already. Thanks for hanging out on the boat ride. Oh, man. Yeah, so I had my client cancel this morning, or no show actually, which is perfectly fine for me because that just means I get a day to myself to go fishing. So let's get some rods out, some baits in the water, guys. It's just going to be me and you guys. Gizzard shad, of course. It's on the menu. Get some cut up. Actually, it's not that cold, man. I have this jacket on because of the boat ride, but not too bad. Let's see. We'll do a blue cat rod. Let's see. I'm using a high-low rig, guys. Pretty basic setup. Got that one's 3 ounces of lead. Come here to my leader with a hook. Come up a little more. Got another hook. And then I've got this little slip float trapped with the swivel. So it's not designed to float the bait all the way up. It's just to keep it off the bottom so it's suspended in the water column. Been using this rig for a while, guys. Alright, let's put this out there. Where to throw it? Just launch it. Alright, one rod out. We'll use a Lucky Paula Smith rod for our second rod. Here in New Mexico, you're only allowed 2 rods. And technically it's 1 rod, and then you gotta buy the second one for $5. Get you guys set up where you can see those rods. What we got there? Oh, what did we do? What did I do? Sorry, guys. Pushed the button there when I was moving the camera here. Let me see. Get it set up better. There we go. You can watch the rods for me. Came out here yesterday with old Mr. Tim Molina. Let's see what you guys are saying there. Catfish say yummy. Good morning, brother. Sorry, had a no-show. Nah, no problem on the no-show, man. I actually don't mind it. I charge a deposit, so if they don't show up, I still get a little bit of money from my time. Uh, I'm not a babysitter, you know. So if you forget, that's on you. It's not my fault. Dave had to go get some what? What do you have to go get, Dave? 56 people watching. Thank you guys. It's been a little while since I did a live stream. Everybody's TikToking now, I guess, huh? Good morning from South Texas. Good morning. South Texas. I got to go fish South Texas. Malaysia. Wow, watching from Malaysia. Thank you for watching. That's awesome. Did some alligator gar fishing over there in Corpus Christi. That was awesome. My daughter caught a 7-footer. Me and my son caught a couple, about a 5 foot, 4-footers. Guerrero Bagre, what's up, man? San Antonio, Texas in the house. Thank you guys for jumping in. Dave's gonna go try to catch a big blue cat. Dave thinks he's a catfish guide now. It's all good. Good old Dave. Yeah, we came out here yesterday, man. We did all right. Caught some nice blues. Lost some big ones, man. Lost some big ones. Good old Tim Molina. He had a blast. Thank you, Guerrero. Appreciate that. Yeah, real fishing. Yeah, we were on them, man. We even caught a couple of walleye on cut bait, believe it or not. A 23-inch and a 25-inch walleye. So that was pretty good. Tim will be having a fish fry. Sounds like a fish story, huh? Yeah. Yeah. That one, Tim had one here, and it hit hard, and then it ran, and it was swimming around the boat, but he couldn't catch up to it in time because he's sitting, and it's just awkward for him to reel real fast. So he tried as best he could to catch up and take the slack out, but by the time he caught up to it, it spit the bait. Yeah, that 25-inch walleye probably was probably a good 40, 50 pounds. I got walleye and enough lead to make some sinkers. Yeah, we had that joke going on at the catfish conference. That was funny. My son sells lead ingots, and he had a sign up that said lead ingots $2 a pound or walleye bait $50 a pound. People were getting a kick out of that. But I hear Ranger Boats got an extra boat laying around now. Might have to hit them up. Just send them a letter saying, hey, all my fish are lead free. Come on, fish. guys at? Let's see. What are you guys talking about there? Big money. Yeah. Christopher Comer. What's soaking? Some fresh gizzard shad. There's Fran. I want a catfish guy too. You want to be a catfish guy too? Yeah, yeah. They pleaded not guilty, huh? Yeah, they'll plead bargain. And I heard the charges weren't going to even be that crazy for what they did. I don't know. That's insane. That is crazy, man. I don't know. I could never do that. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I got a conscience, I guess. And I know how hard people work. And I know when I've gone to tournaments or just even traveling in general, you really got to budget and plan. Not everybody's sitting on a hefty bank account, so you're really, really putting a lot of hard work and effort into participating in one of these tournaments, hoping that you might win some money. And here comes some guys like that just steal it right out from underneath you. It's pretty sad. Good morning. Who was that? Randy. Good morning. Let's see if we get a fish, guys. What I like to do is, well, this time of year, what I do is I'll come out in the shallow water. We're fishing probably about 4 foot right now, and the way I pick my spots is I already know that the fish are shallow. So what helps me decide exactly where to stop is I'll look for these white birds that are in the water. They're called western grebes, and they're out there eating the shad. So I know there's a school of shad where those birds are at, and I'll kind of park where they're at, fish around there, give it about 20 minutes or so, and see if I catch a fish or two, and then I'll move. But that's kind of a strategy that I use. Sonar doesn't work too well in shallow, shallow water, but if you've got birds like that in sight, follow the birds, guys. Jose Alvarez, good morning from El Paso. Hey, my pleasure. I'm always willing to share my knowledge as best I can, and we're all learning, no matter no matter what. Don't don't ever get that mindset that you think you know it all, because the second that you get that mindset, that's when you stop learning and someone's gonna, you know, out outlearn you, advance past you. I've been a general contractor for years now, and I can pretty much do anything when it comes to remodels, home building, but always learning something new. There's always a new trick, and it doesn't matter who it is. It could be an old time carpenter or a young apprentice that just has a good idea. Just always keep your mind open, guys, because you never know. You never know when you're gonna learn something. S&T catfishing videos have helped. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's always good. I went to the catfish conference in Kansas City, and I really like going to these conferences, man. And when I go, I see people who have been watching my videos, or and it's really inspiring for me to do that and get out there and meet these people, because they keep me wanting to do it. Let's see. The fish are still sleeping. Possibly. Dave says I'm his inspiration. Appreciate that, man. Did Luke show up or is he still in Alaska? Uh, no, Luke didn't go to the Catfish Conference. I know he was back in Virginia for a while. But who knows where that guy's at now, man? He's always all over the world. It's so awesome. What's up, Art? Welcome to the live stream, man. Just sitting here waiting on a bite. No, sir. Tim's not here. It's just me. Solo trip today. Should have paid attention to what time I dropped those lines in. Probably about 10 minutes ago. We'll give it a little bit. Let's see who jumped in there. Catfishing Fresno. Sorry, I got a little glare from the sun, guys. Trying to read it as much as I can. Who else is out there fishing today? It's a perfect day to be out here, guys. Perfect day. The water's been rising. That's why I'm up here in the flooded area, driving through trees and grass and stuff. Those catfish like that. Nothing better than a solo trip. That's right. That's right. I don't mind getting out here and just relaxing and there's no pressure. Just me and nature and 58 of you guys. Let's see. What's that? Glenn says, too much time between videos. I'm starving the subs, man. Yeah, I could see that. It's tough, man. It's tough making videos out here anymore. Now that I'm guiding on the weekends, and then my flathead spot is seasonal, of course, and right now the flatheads are slowing down. It's pretty much not worth driving out there. Uh, might catch one or two, if that, but we'll see. I'll try to get back out there. It's a little tricky now that a lot of people know where it's at, so it's hit or miss when I drive out there sometimes. I'm in 4 foot of water, Tyson. Pretty shallow. Yeah, they've been hanging out up in the shallows. Outdoors addiction. What's up, man? Is the duck blind watching? What? In the duck blind. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you'll probably hear some shots over here. There's not as many hunters up on this lake as in Elephant Butte. I'm in Caballo Lake, if you guys are wondering. Hot tamales. Oh man, that sounds good. I got I got cold chicken from like 2 days ago. Man, not even a bite yet, huh? Not even a bite yet. Let's see. Am I doing the top water catfish? No, I could probably pull that off right now. Water's a little cold though. It's like 50, 55 degrees. Once I get in that 55 and below, I'll start anchoring up more than dragging. You can still catch them dragging, but I think I have more luck just anchored up. Their metabolism slows down a little bit, so they're not as aggressive. If I am dragging, I'll use that stinger hook rig where a lot of times I'll get a short bite, and they're not really taking that whole bait. So I put that little treble on the back, and it'll just boom, it'll grab them by the lip. Where are we at? 26. Still fishing with I fish with the family. Yeah, I try to do a trip once a month. We haven't lately because the one weekend a month for the last couple of months has always been something else. Like last month it was Kansas City Catfish Conference, so we didn't come out last time. And then the month before that, I came out with Issa, Issa and Noah and the grandson. We got to come out and mess around, but I didn't really get much video because they were more interested in just driving around on the boat and swimming and hiking and exploring. So I just let them have their fun. But yeah, we still come out. We still come out. Let's see. Those are the best times. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I got to take my grandson on his first boat ride. He's already 6 months old, guys. That's crazy. They'll be in Hawaii in about a month. He'll be stationed over there in Hawaii for 3 years. I get to do a Muddy River Hawaii edition video coming soon. 65 people watching. Thank you. Where am I fishing? This is Caballo Lake, just south of Elephant Butte, the lake I normally fish. Yeah, it'd be nice to go check out Hawaii. I've never been there. Go see a volcano and do some snorkeling or something, huh? Any of you guys ever been to Hawaii? Or maybe you're from Hawaii? Hawaii is your home state. Oh well, there's the Hawaiian fishermen. There you are. Of course. I heard there's channel cats over there, huh? Channel cats in Hawaii. That's what a buddy of mine was saying. Yeah. Come on, fish. Channel cats in the reservoir, huh? Man, it's a beautiful morning out here. Beautiful morning. We just need a bite. Come on, fish. What's the temperature? Water temperature is like 55 degrees. Air temperature is probably what? 30. It was 38 when I launched my boat. But it's warming up a little bit. We got a slight little breeze, so that's why I haven't taken my jacket off yet. When am I going to get up on the Potomac? Man, it'd be nice. I was talking to Luke about doing a meet and greet out there. I think that would be awesome. Get Luke and Steve Douglas out there, and all three of us hanging out. I don't know if that'll happen though. We talk about stuff like that. Got to do the dance, huh? Yeah, I think I'll give him like 5 more minutes or so, guys, and then we're gonna move spots. Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. Be fun to do something like that. North Carolina. Steve's talking about possibly doing something over there. That one would be too far for me to go to. I think I'm trying to talk him into doing one like in Dallas, Fort Worth area. I think that would get a lot of people. What do you guys think about that? eat some chicken. Not yet, not yet. It's too early. No bites. Let's see. My grandsons, I got them doing the dance. It's hilarious. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think Dallas would be a hit for sure. It's like about a 10-hour drive for me. Not too bad. Wish I could put more rods out, man. It'd be nice to have a few fanned out, but I'll go pick up a straggler off the dock. Hey, you wanna go fishing? You got a fishing license? Let's go. Get more rods in the water. Yeah, it's too slow here, guys. We're gonna move. There's a little spot just on the other side of those bushes. It's a nice grass patch. Those catfish usually like to hang out in. Let me pull anchor and reel these up, and we're gonna move spots, guys. Hang tight. Set you up where you guys could see what we're driving to. I think you can probably see right there. Alright, let me get this back anchor and we're out of here. Alright, here we go. set back up where you can see these rods. Alright. Back at it. Hey, it is beautiful out here, ain't it? Yeah. Let's see. Yes, sir. So, I've got some flooded grass here, guys. It's kind of like, looks like long, tall, thin grass, maybe kind of like bulrush. I know those catfish like to get up in there. This is one of the spots I was with Tim yesterday, and we did quite well. This is actually where those walleye came out of. 23-inch and 25-inch walleye. Let's see here. Okay, so it's 43. Now I have a way to gauge the time. Watching the minutes. But man, 57 of you guys in here hanging out still. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Good morning. Good morning. Getting a little breeze. Yeah, that walleye is good eating, man. I hadn't tried it till I'd say maybe a couple of years ago, and I'd always catch them and just toss them back. And I never really had a big interest in fishing for them or targeting them, you know. And then I remember one day I was fishing for bluegill, just using a piece of night crawler, and ended up catching a couple of walleye, and I took them home and cooked them up, and they're really good. SoCal in the house. Good morning. Let's see, I like to make ceviche with walleye and crappie. Oh yeah, ceviche is good, man. Can't go wrong with that. Good old ceviche. Hoping to get a fish on video for you guys. What's your favorite fish recipe? How do you guys make your fish? I'll do a beer batter. Got this. It's an old recipe. It's on my YouTube channel, but it's a beer batter mix. Really easy to make, and it's real light and crisp and fluffy. It's not. It's kind of melt in your mouth batter. You know. It's not real thick and hearty. It's more on the lighter side. It's real good. Yeah, I taught my son Alex how to make it the other day. He made a little video on it too. He's got his own little YouTube channel, Alex's Tales. I like it because it's kind of cool. He does little background videos of stuff we're doing, like going to Catfish Conference, or little trips that we take. So it's pretty cool. Hey, speaking of Alex's Tales, there he is. What's up, Alex? Wish you were out here fishing with me. Let's see, depends on the fish. Where I'm at, mostly salmon and steelhead, sturgeon. How do you cook sturgeon? Never even thought about how you cook a sturgeon. Salmon, yeah, I know, patties and stuff like that, or you can grill it. And with sturgeon, I've never had sturgeon. Oh, there you go. There's a hit. Take long to get a bite in the spot. Smoked sturgeon. Baked, grilled, lots of ways. Have to try it. Sounds pretty good. Annette Morgan, good morning. Had our first bite of the morning. That's a good sign. Didn't take too long. 63 people watching. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Got a little free time, so I thought I'd go live and bring you guys along with me. Let me see. I can barely see that. Hold on a second, guys. Turn up my brightness here. There we go. Mr. Grandjean, good morning. Fat, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Savannah, thank you. I know, right? It's been a little while. Been a little while since I've gone live. We just had a bite, guys. Hopefully he'll come back. Get on this blue cat ride over here. They were bringing it to the boat yesterday a lot of times. Keep an eye on your lines, guys. If they go slack, could be a bite. Is the lake dropping fast? No, our lake drops every year. The one I'm on right now is Caballo Lake, and it's just south of Elephant Butte, the one I normally fish. Elephant Butte right now I think is at about 10 or 11% capacity, which sounds horrible because, I mean, in reality it is horrible. I mean, the lake right now I would guess is maybe 8 miles long. So, I mean, it's still good size, but at its 100% capacity, it's, I think, 45 miles long. So it's a big lake. Yeah, we are dealing with drought. Not as bad as Lake Mead and all that. I think the other part that we have is the irrigation. We have a treaty with Texas, and we have to give them so much water every year. The lake itself was built as a reservoir for irrigation purposes. So it's not a fishing lake. It's not a vacation sports lake. It's strictly for irrigation, and they flat out told me that if they need to, they'll drain that lake so that they can give the farmers the water that they need. So luckily it hasn't gotten to that point. We haven't had it. It's gotten down to, I think, 3% capacity, but even at 3% it was still, it was still fishable. You could still launch a boat. But yeah, and right now the water's coming back up. Every year around this time we get our rains, and then snowfall up north. We get the snowpack from the very tip end of the Rocky Mountains, and that snow melt will feed this lake. And so we'll see what happens this year. I hear it's supposed to be a cold winter. Everything I see is pointing towards that. If you guys keep up with all the signs, the nature signs, the persimmon seeds, and the woolly bears and all that stuff. Pretty interesting stuff. The old timers had their ways of telling if it was going to be a cold winter or not. Let's see, I have a few places on the Snake River in Oregon that are fed into farmlands. Let's see. To be a lot of fish, shallow but full of fish. Yeah, this little lake right here is it's an excellent lake to fish. Like I said, he would have stayed fishing with you. I had said, you guys said you wanted to go home. I had a feeling these guys are going to be a no-show. See, I could have my boy here with me. Then You guys thinking about going to CatCon in Kentucky here in February? I'm already looking forward to that one. That one's been fun. I remember when they first started CatCon, it was bigger than they ever imagined it would be. Setting up tables in an old boat shop. Extra people equal more lines in the water. That's exactly right. 2 rods per person over here. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rods just sitting around waiting to be used. And that says she'll be at CatCon. Awesome. Awesome. Good morning. Good morning. KY Redneck Outdoors. Come on, fish. Making me look bad over here. Pakistan in the house. Hey, thank you for watching. That's so awesome. That is so awesome. Crazy how the internet came along and we can communicate all around the world from a little simple device that you stick in your pocket, huh? Who would have thought? Nikola Tesla predicted that. Yeah, that guy was amazing. Genius. Will, are we catching anything? Not yet. We had one bite, and that was it so far. But we did extremely well yesterday, right in these spots right here. So I'm hoping the fish will cooperate this morning. Wanted to get a couple on video for you guys. Will Green, Texoma Lake. Man, I still want to make it to Texoma. I always say I'm gonna stop on my way to or from Catfish Conference in February, but it just hasn't happened. How's the fishing in February in Texoma? I imagine those blue cats should be pretty active. You guys have striper there too, right? Yeah, we caught a 37-pound striper dragon for catfish a couple years back. My phone went crazy. People were trying to book striper guides with me after that. I see you got the wrong guy, man. We just got lucky. Catfish is what I target, but what would be biting in February in Texoma? Let's see. Jesus Reyes, what's up, man? Waiting on a bite. Had one bite right here, just a tap, good little tap, and then that was it. Let's see what happens. Hopefully he'll come back. Baby, come back. 61 people hanging out. 55 thumbs up. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, the internet's getting crazy, man. It's changing. Catfish are good along the old river. Channel's nice. I see a bunch of people moving to TikTok. Man, TikTok's crazy. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I started putting up a couple videos just to do it, but it's crazy. Jesse, you need to make it, bro. Come out. Come hang out with us at CatCon. It's awesome, man. We all hang out afterwards. Go find a restaurant, go eat. Table for 50. Yeah, It's super fun. Dang, fish almost jumped in the boat right there. There he is. There was a guy that did winter trophy catfish trips. River below the dam. So he needed an airboat. Dang man. I was supposed to do a striper guide in in Nashville when last year me and Dave went up there, and I booked it a couple months in advance to make sure that we were good to go. And the guy was all, yeah, for sure, we'll go do it, blah blah blah. And then I called him up. I called him up probably 2 weeks before we headed out, and he seemed kind of confused. And I reminded him that we had booked a trip, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we're still good." I said, "Okay." So then, a couple of days into it, I call him again, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Huh? My bad. I'm not gonna be able to make it." He said, "But come by next Friday." It's like, dude, we're driving from New Mexico. Said, oh no. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you could do business like that, but made reservations already. Awesome, man. Heck yeah. It'll be good to see you, bro. What's up, fish? Not hungry or what? Crazy fish. Let's recast. Lost the bait on this one. All right. Reposition the baits. Freshened up one. We had lost one. Steelhead, huh? Man, I've never fished for steelhead or salmon or sturgeon. Big old sturgeon would be fun to catch, I bet. see how those things jump, reach the water. Probably maybe like an alligator gar, I guess. Those they jump like that too. Big old fish. I hear the bite's real soft though. Big old sturgeon, they just kind of give it a soft bite. Herman Garcia, saludos. New Jersey. Esperando los pescados. Yes, sir. Aquí esperando. Patiently waiting for a bite. Sometimes they'll bite really light. Yeah. Burbot. Burbot fishing? I don't even know what that is. I don't think I've ever seen a fish like that. Huh. That's a new one for me. There we go. What was that? Ooh, someone's playing with this rod right here. I want to look, fish. Do what you got to do. I'm not looking. They get shy when you're watching. He tapped it. Alamogordo. Alamogordo in the house. They closed that can't stop smoking place, huh? I used to go eat there all the time. There he goes. Come on. What's going on over there? I know I don't have boat sway. Maybe I do. Something's going on. We'll keep an eye on that. You guys hear those sandhill cranes? I don't know if you can see them. I don't even know. Probably too far up. I love the way those birds sound. So cool. They asked me, what do you love about fishing? I say, I love the in-between. It's the in-between. It's the sound of these birds flying by. It's the sunsets and the sunrises. It's the conversations with a friend. It's all of the in-between, guys. Don't forget. The fishing is great. Catching a big old fish is awesome, but don't forget about the in-between. CatCon is only Saturday and Sunday I'm talking about. But alright. You guys come out, man. I want to see you guys out there. Slow morning. Still got 50, 62 of you guys hanging out. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Anybody fish this weekend? I love the winter time, man. All the party boats go away. There's a lot of times I'm the only boat out. I think I'm the only boat out right now. I didn't see anybody at the boat ramp this morning. It's kind of nice to have it all to yourself. I want to get a fish for you guys. Come on, let's go. There we go. Brokeback Bob, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Let me see. I think I missed something here. The peace and quiet of nature. That's right. Patiently waiting on a bite. 63 watching, 63 thumbs up. That's awesome, guys. Yeah, I was thinking, I can't believe it's been 10 plus years. Already 10, over 10 years I've been doing YouTube. It's so crazy to think about that. A decade of YouTube, huh? It's a lot of YouTube, a lot of videos. Crazy. I appreciate you guys watching them. Hopefully they were entertaining at the least. I was looking. If you guys remember Drew, Drew was my walking blooper reel. That guy, I should have just slapped a GoPro facing at him and left it and recorded at all times because he was accident prone. And I remember one time we were fishing the little ditch, and he threw his line out. He cast it out, and there was a tree, and his line looped over the tree. And I was like, man, I said, check that out. He's like, no, 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 I think I can get it. So he yanks it, and it comes off. And then me knowing Drew, I said, how much you want to bet that you're gonna cast it and you're gonna land up on that branch again? He's like, nah. I know you, Drew. Let's see, cast it. So he casts it out. Sure enough, he loops it over that branch again, right? So we're cracking up. I go, do you think you'll be lucky enough to get it off again this time? He says, yeah, I'll get it. So he reels up on it and then he jerks it and it goes flying up in the air. And we're tied off to another tree, this dead tree. Well, the weight and the hook go over the branch that's over our heads, and it swings behind him, and the hook hooks him in the pants in the rear. I'm just sitting there laughing, man. Crazy Drew. Yeah, fun times with that guy. uh, yeah, I need to find that. I think it's on one of my blooper reels, as a matter of fact. I should make a short out of it. I was out with Drew another time, and I was using a double hook rig because I was using really big baits. We were fishing for flatheads, and I was using really big baits. And I had hooked up, and I was reeling in this fish. He wasn't too big. He was probably, I don't know, 15 pounds or so. And when he got to the edge to the edge of the boat, Drew asked me, he said, you want a net? I said, no, I'll grab him. Well, he was hooked on the bottom hook, and the top hook of that double hook rig was free up here. So I tightened up the line. I reached my hand down to grab him by the jaw, and right as I was about to grab him, he shook like that. And when he did, he buried that circle hook in the palm of my hand, the top one. So I grabbed him with the other hand, and now I'm tied from my hand to the fish, and then I'm holding the fish, and then I bring him in. I tell Drew to get the knife. I said, cut the line so I can free my hand. He was freaking out. You could see him all panicked, and he cut the line out, and the hook was past the barb into the palm of my hand. It's all on video. I gotta find what video that is. So I just grab it, and I just yank it out. And on the video, you see it. It looks pretty all nonchalant, but I could feel that pain all the way up into my elbow when I yanked that hook out. Yeah, you guys gotta be careful when you're out there. Yeah, getting or a barb. You get a barb of a catfish, and I did that one time. I was out here with. Luckily, there were some regular clients of mine. We were out here fishing, and they wanted to keep a few eaters, and yeah, no big deal. 2 pound, 3 pound fish. And I had noticed one of the ones that my client had caught had really sharp fins, because I went to unhook it, and I barely touched the tip, and it was like needle sharp. And I said I need to be careful with that one when I go to grab them to fillet them. And so it was getting time to fillet these fish, and I reached in the live well to grab one, and I pulled them out, and it was that one. It was with the sharp fins, and I'd set him on the cutting board, and as soon as I set him down, he slipped. And my reaction was just to grab it so he wouldn't fall. And when I went like that, I stabbed my thumb on his dorsal fin. So I pulled my hand away, and when I went to pull my hand away, the fish came with it, right? And I was like, oh no, it's stuck in there deep. So I grab the fish with this hand, and I go to pull, and it won't come out. It's like, oh, that thing's buried in there. So I do it again. I pull it hard, and it still wouldn't come out. Like, man, I said, well, I don't want to be one of these guys that go to the ER with a fish on his hand. So I said, I'll try one more time. And I grab it, and I start pulling with all my might, everything that I had, and I could feel it start to tear, like a popping, ripping. So I said, don't stop, don't stop. So I ripped it out, and when I did, started bleeding all over the place. So I get a rag, and I start wiping up my blood, and then I have a perfectly good first aid kit, yeah, on my boat, and I didn't even think to use it. Instead I wash my hand out in the lake, and then I take a piece of that bait rag and wrap it around and put some electrical tape on and call it good, right? And then my clients are freaking out because it looked it looked like someone got stabbed or shot or something. There was blood all over my boat, and they're like, we should probably head in. I said, nah, we're good. You guys keep fishing. I'm over there trying not. I started getting lightheaded and nauseous and felt like I was gonna pass out. They're like, no, 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 let's go in. But yeah, it was funny, man. I was still trying to let them fish. But nah, I got back and I just put some ointment, took some ibuprofen, and got better. Yeah, bear proper in your man. Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised these fish aren't biting. We had one bite, one bite. Yeah, we'll give it a little bit longer here, guys. I don't feel like moving spots. We'll keep chatting. Fishing magician, what's up, dude? How you been, man? How you liking that Arizona weather? That guy, if you guys don't know who he is, he's doing some cool stuff with some underwater videos. That water in Arizona where he's fishing is really clear, and he's been strapping cameras to carp and catfish and all kinds of stuff like that. It's pretty neat. Get the POV. Magic bait. Yeah, we need to get a fishing magician down here to fish with me. The weather's finally feeling better. Finally dropped below 115. So crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been to. I remember one time I was passing through. We were stopped in Yuma, and I swear it was. Feels like you open the oven door when you're checking to see if your dinner's ready, and that heat just hits you. I was asking my buddy, I go, "What do people do here all day?" They're like, "Stay inside in the air conditioning." Man, I couldn't do that. Yeah, my buddy Joseph, he lives in Yuma, as a matter of fact. And he says that they got to get out in the summer if they. It's so miserable. You just got to go in. You got to get wet. It's kind of like that here. So I can only imagine how much worse it is because we don't get as hot here as over there. But yeah, if you come out fishing in the summer, expect to just spend most of it in the water. This is miserably hot. Fishing slow, guys. Sorry to say. Yes, sir. Need to make a trip over here, man. Go catch some flatheads. But I'm not diving in for you. There's some fish starting to wake up. They're starting to see some activity. Fish jumping around. Maybe they'll start biting. If the fishing stays slow, I'll just reel them up and go home and get me some breakfast and a hot cup of coffee. Take my boots off. Call it a weekend. It's nice to stay home every once in a while. I work every day, guys. Monday through Sunday. No days off. What was that? Heard something. You guys see something? Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah. What? Flat fishing. Where are you fishing at? I know over here where I'm at. Once we get that first cold front, where that you could tell that cold weather's coming, they shut down, and I pretty much just leave them alone after that. Good morning, Jimmy from Texas. What's up, man? Thank you for jumping in. We are still waiting for that first fish. Still waiting for that first fish. But the longer we wait, the better the better a hot breakfast sounds to me. Can't go wrong with a hot breakfast. Let's see here. Fox River in Illinois. Oh yeah, yeah. I wonder what the water temps are over there. Yeah, we get that water over here, it starts cooling down, and they just get inactive. And they'll stay that way. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like they won't bite, but for for the work I gotta do to fish my spot, it's just too much. Get out there and fish all day long, and maybe get a bite, maybe catch a fish. And let's see what we got here. Water's in the 50s, huh? But it should still be biting in the 50s. The shad are popping around. Where there's little fish, there's big fish. 70 thumbs up. Still 50 people waiting for a fish. Let's see what you guys are talking about. So who's over there by the Mississippi River? I see all those posts of where it's drying up and stuff, but then I talked to some other people and they say it's not as bad as they're making it sound. Are you guys anybody around the Mississippi? Give me a honest answer of what the water's like, because they just had that big tournament and they said they had to. I forgot what town they went to, Helena or something like that. I think it was, just to use the boat ramps over there because it was pretty low. Yeah, our river's all sand right now. There's nothing going on there. They shut it off every year. It dries up. Come on, fish. swear there's one in that grass pile over there. Let me recast these rods one more time, guys. All right. Let's see those big blues. That's what I'm saying. Waiting on a bite. Get one nice one for you guys. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, James, what's up, James Alba? Close, my friend, close. I'm on Caballo Lake, just south, just south of Elephant Butte. I'm doing all right, James. How you liking it back in Abilene, Texas? Is there any fishing out there close by you? Juan, ¿dónde es? ¿Dónde estoy pescando? Que estoy pescando aquí en Caballo Lake, en Nuevo México. Getting used to it, huh? South Carolina. Let's see. Captain Cheese Whiz. I love that name, man. That's awesome. I appreciate you following me, man. Yeah, we were just talking about that. It's been a little while. 10 years, I think. Get to Texas, man. I've enjoyed fishing in Texas. Every time I go to Dallas Fort Worth area, I get together with all those guys, and they treat me amazing, man. They feed me so well. You guys in Texas, man, you know how to cook it up. That's for sure. These guys will bring out the grill, and they'll make steaks and chicken, and they even the other day, the last time I went, they made quail and they made tacos de birria, and man, like it's hard to say no to that food. Like I guarantee you, I gain 10 pounds every time I go to visit. But we'll fish Tawakoni, Lavon, Grapevine. I fish those lakes, and I like them. I like them all. I think Grapevine's beautiful, man. The scenery there is beautiful, and they've got big fish there. You never say no to food. That's right. Nuke Lakes, huh? Oh yeah. They've got those in. I've been to the one in San Antonio, Calaveras Lake, and the water's like always like 90 degrees or something crazy. caught some reds over there. That was fun. With Mello from OCD Guide Service. He's a cool guy. Got to fish with him. Yeah, James, get out there and fish Levon. I got to go out there for my birthday. Let's see, what did I miss there? Are you guys getting any human remains exposed from the drought? No, actually, well, I won't say no because it did drop and they did find some human remains, but it turned out to be a Native American burial site, so it wasn't like a murder or anything like that. So yeah, they did find a human skull out there, but it turned out to be a burial site. Now you'd think we'd find a bunch of stuff if you guys have heard the stories about Elephant Butte Lake. There was a crazy guy going around killing people. Checking back to see who else been caught. Nada. Not a thing, my friend. Not a thing. Sorry to say. Grew up between Levon and Ray Hubbard. Some of the best fishing backwaters. Hubbard, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got out there. We were fishing. Caught a big. I think we caught like a 9 pound black bass on cut bait. Big old largemouth. Fishing for catfish. Yeah, James has heard some stories about the Butte. That's right. That's right. You guys look up the Toy Box Killer. That's our local serial killer. That guy was a trip, man. They say he was the nicest guy you could ever meet. He'd go out of his way to stop and help you change a spare tire, make sure you got home okay. But he had a little side hobby of kidnapping people and women in particular, making them disappear. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Yeah. Stop and help to follow you home, right? Yeah. No, actually, he would. Yeah, he had no interest in people like that. He would target his victims. They'd go to bars and they'd drug women, or they'd go pick up a prostitute and keep them captive. Pretty crazy, man. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, Tomax Killer was a nut job. Still good in northeast Kansas. Man, I wanted to fish while I was up there. When I was in Kansas, went to Kansas City. Brian, what's up, man? San Diego. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a little while. I thought I'd jump in and keep blocking that rod. Not that there's all kinds of action going on or nothing, but you never know. It's been a little while. Just want to jump in and hang out with you guys a little bit since I finally got a break. But the fish aren't cooperating this morning for some reason. San Diego. I got to go to San Diego when my brother-in-law graduated from the Marine Corps. That was fun. Took a little charter boat out and did some fishing. The fridge turned. I had that. It was actually a chest freezer, and I turned it into a bait tank, and I had it for a long time. And I was doing a job. I was doing a remodel on a house, and this guy had one of those 300-gallon crate. What do they call them? It's like a cage type container. And he asked me if I wanted it. I was like, yeah, I'll take it. And since that one had more capacity, I turned that into a bait tank. And then I liked it more than the chest freezer, just because it could hold more bait and stuff. And ended up getting rid of the freezer. And then I started realizing that these flatheads around here, they really don't mind cut bait. So I decided, kind of get rid of the hassle of having to deal with all that live bait. I just got rid of my live wells altogether. Yep. So they're gone. James, you might go to Possum Kingdom. Heck yeah, man. That's a nice lake. It's a very nice lake. If you go to Possum Kingdom, depending on the water level, go below the dam and check it out right there. It's a real pretty old bridge that I don't know when it was built, but it's hand built with brick. And underneath that bridge, uh, where the water comes down through there, there's all kinds of fish. There's largemouth, smallmouth, striper, catfish, bluegill. It's a good little spot to fish and mess around. Yeah, it is. It's easier to keep frozen bait or fresh bait. Man, these fish are not cooperating, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I thought for sure we'd at least get one on. If I had clients in the boat, I would have already moved a bunch of spots already. I'll give it like 20 minutes. If I don't see any action, I move. I think there's a boat out there. Yeah. What's going on? EM16. What's up, man? Es que si uso el mismo carnada todo el año, sí. Carpa o shad. Es todo lo que uso de carnada. And I find both shad and carp work equally well. I've always debated on which one works better than the other, but I think they both have their qualities. But at the end of the day, I think a fresh piece of cut bait is all you need. Bluegill works too, but my top two are shad and carp. But man, I'm losing watchers, guys, and I don't blame you. Fishing's been slow. I can only tell so many stories. Oh man, but what was that? DNR frowns on explosives. Yeah, you probably get away with it once, but by the time you get back to the boat ramp, I'm sure they'll be waiting for you. I'll probably end this stream, guys. I just wanted to jump on and bring you along with me while I do a little fishing and say hello and let you guys know I'm still around. Just been busy with work and guiding, and I tell you about guiding. It's so awesome that I can share my passion with other people. Bringing people out and putting them on a fish of a lifetime. A fish, biggest fish that they've ever seen in their life. Yeah, there's nothing like it. It doesn't matter if they're 5 years old, 50 years old, or 90 years old. It's always the same reaction. They light up like a Christmas tree, and it's always an honor and a privilege to be a part of that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take full advantage of my day off. Gonna pack it up, go spend time with the family, and just relax the rest of the day before I go back to work tomorrow, guys. But I appreciate you jumping in, hanging out. Thank you guys for the support throughout the years. I truly do appreciate it. I wouldn't be where I am without you guys. That's for sure. YouTube was it's just something I started just to mainly document my experiences and encapsulate the times I spent with friends and family, and it actually turned into a whole lot more than I could have ever imagined. So thank you guys. I always am very grateful for you, and as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.